Ah. Well, that's annoying. Hey guys, welcome back. I hope wherever you are, you've either had a good Christmas or you're currently having a good Christmas. And if you're currently having a good Christmas, you probably shouldn't be watching this video. Anyway, in the Christmas spirit, we should probably unbox some more boxes since it is Monday. And we have a few things here to get through. In all the excitement, it looks like this Azeroth box has busted its tie. We'll start with this one then. Ah, cool. We actually have some interesting boards here. It's jam-packed, this box. It's made to fit. Right, so these guys are all based on the new Apollo Lake. Basically, it's a system on chip, so SoC. A lot of you guys probably haven't heard about it because, like Braswell before it, Intel sort of announces, or doesn't even announce these, just lets them out quietly. And they're basically designed for netbooks and low-powered PCs and all that kind of stuff. They come in under the Core range, so you've got the Core i7, Core i5, Core i3, Pentium Celeron, and then these guys, which they do come under the Celeron and Pentium branding. Okay, so these two are based on the same SoC, and then that is the high-end model. So let's start with, I think this one here is a micro ATX board. So you get a pair of SATA cables, I/O shield, manual, driver CD, and that's it. So there you have it. Basically, the makings of it's basically a bare bone. So you've got your processor there, which includes the chipset and all that sort of stuff. You do have a PCI Express x16 expansion slot with a pair of 1-time slots, and then a pair of what would be DDR4 DIMM slots. USB 3 is supported, and around the back you get a pair of USB 3 ports and all the basic display outputs, gigabit LAN, basic audio through a Realtek. It looks like it's an 887 codec. Basic little board, but it has the Pentium 3455 processor. So I believe that the desktop versions of the Apollo Lake series feature 3 SKUs. I think there's 2 Pentium and 1 Celeron chip, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Either way, there's only a couple of them. Okay, so yeah, this is the quad-core version that operates up to 2.3 GHz, so that would be the Pentium model. So anyway, a neat little board there. I'll stick this stuff back in the box. And then this here should be the mini ITX version. So again, you get 2 SATA cables, I/O shield, manual. Wow, this has a parallel printer port on it. So this has a bit of legacy support on this. You get a COM port, PS2 ports. So it's more of an industrial kind of version, I would say. But anyway, you've got the laptop DIMM modules for this one. Again, DDR4 memory will be supported. Plenty of USB 3 support, actually more than the other board on this one. And you've still got that PCI Express x16 slot. Pair of SATA headers on board. So yeah, this one's a very basic mini ITX version. And this here, I believe this to be the flagship model. So again, you've got a quad-core processor. This one operates at up to 2.6 GHz, and again, that's the Pentium J4205. All the same gear in this package, and we have a mini ITX board here. This one's a bit more high-end, so you get straight away. You can see you've got better audio, same sort of video output stuff, gigabit LAN, USB 3. There's another USB 3 header on board. There's 4 SATA ports. You get M2 Wi-Fi, or optional anyway. What else have we got here? And it's obviously laptop style memory again for the DDR4. Interestingly, you only get a PCI Express x1 connector, not a x16 on this board. I mean, you're not really going to be using this for gaming or throwing a high-end graphics card in anyway. It's pretty much a complete product ready to go. Stick it in there, add some memory, add some storage, and you're away. Yeah, cool little board. And yeah, this SoC should be fairly powerful. I'm pretty keen to give it a test actually, because Intel is claiming something, off the top of my head, it was something like 30% faster in Sysmark. And the graphics performance, I think, in the 3D Mark Skydiver test. That was like something like 45% faster. So they're massive performance claims over the Braswell quad-core SoC. So yeah, keen to give that a go and see how it performs. Alright, we'll get into this little package. Where did I put the knife? Ah, it's alright, found it. You can stop looking. Alright, so what do we have here, I wonder? Okay, no clues yet. That's what I've opened the box to. But they are Corsair products. So, first up we have... Ah, cool. The Force LE 480GB SSD. So this is a pretty cool budget, sort of entry-level SSD. It is a decent size at 480GB, and it is backed by a 3-year warranty. It's a SATA 6GB per second 6GB per second SSD. Bit of a mouthful, using TLC NAND, and it has a Phison controller, I believe, which supports 256-bit AES hardware encryption, power fail protection, and smart ECC technology. So having a bit of a look online, the cool thing about this drive is it appears to be very, very aggressively priced. It's priced better than Samsung's 850 EVO, and in terms of performance, it isn't that much different. The only downside I could find is the Phison S10 controller is a little bit sluggish with small block writes, but I mean, it's not terrible by any means. It still gets along fine, but that's about the only weakness that I could uncover for this particular model. So this is actually the first ingredient in a very cool build I'm doing that Corsair is sponsoring. They're actually sponsoring our next generation benchmark rig. So just by coincidence at the moment, the current Core i7 rig that we use has a Corsair case. I think it's the Carbide 600C. We also use some Corsair memory in there, and we actually use a Corsair all-in-one liquid cooler as well. So there's quite a bit of Corsair gear in the old system that wasn't sponsored. It was just pure coincidence. Pure coincidence. It was just stuff that we had laying around, and we really liked it, so we used it. And they've also supplied for that build some memory. And again, coincidentally, we're using the this is the 3000 megahertz stuff. We're using the 3200 megahertz stuff in the current test rig, and it's the exact same Vengeance LED memory, but we're using the red modules, and these are blue because the theme that we'll be going with, I think it's blue and white, or blue, white and black. So that's going to look pretty cool. These modules do look pretty amazing. I'll just get them out and show you them. They look impressive even when not active, but when lit up they're very cool indeed. So there you go. If I get time with all the stuff that's going on at the moment with Christmas and whatnot, and all catching up with family and stuff, if I do get time, I'll plug these in and get some B-roll of them lit up. But if I don't worry, because probably in the next week or so I'll be doing a video with a really cool build using all the Corsair bits to make our new test system, and that's going to be awesome. So yeah, anyway, there you go. 4 modules, 32GB RAM, and it runs at 3000 megahertz. Alright, last box. We're getting through this fairly quicker than normal anyway. Well, that's annoying. Yet another motherboard I can't show you guys. Well, I thought we had 3 boxes. We only had 2 in the end. That's happened to me quite a few weeks in a row now, which is a bit annoying. It's going to be really bad when Zen lands. I know it's not going to be, but it will be for the unboxing series, because I imagine there'll be a heap of AM4 boards come in that I'm not expecting, and we'll find ourselves in that situation where I'll probably end up with 4 boxes to unbox, and they'll all be Zen boards or AM4 boards. So that pretty much wraps this one up. We looked at 3 Apollo boards, Apollo Lake boards, a cool budget Corsair SSD, and some awesome Corsair memory. So pretty light on things to unbox for this episode. There is a very cool looking motherboard here, which I'll probably review, but it'll be we're only about a week and a half or 2 weeks off that release now, so not too long to wait. Anyway, that gets the unboxing out of the way. Just want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas again. I really hope you have a relaxing and enjoyable holiday break. I know I'm trying to, which is kind of why I rushed this one together. But anyway, next week we will have more content coming. There's at least one cool video, benchmark type video this week, and maybe a product review or something else. But there'll be 2 videos this week. I sort of squeezed them in last week, and I'll probably hopefully get a bit of work done this week. We'll see how we go. Anyway, that's all for this one. I'll catch you guys next time.